Well, hi and welcome back. And I've been out in London again, which has been really, really good. I would like to say it was a fun day, but it was it was pretty dire. It was just London on a Saturday is now busier than it is in the week, it seems to me anyway. And where I was trying to get to made it that much more difficult with tube line closes and things like that. So it wasn't the best of days, but I really got some nice shots that I'm going to show you in a bit. And one of the places I wanted to go to was a place called City Island. And I don't think it's an island. I think it's some sort of peninsula, but they call it City Island. And I've been there a couple of times before, and I've taken photographs there before. And I just wanted to go back and take some more in black and white because the last time I went, I did it in colour. I also visited Canada, near Canada Water, near a shopping centre, and I did a photo shoot there back in the early 1990s of two brothers, Danny and Joe Peck. And I would love to know what's happened to them. They were from Bermondsey, I know that much, and we'd booked them through their agent Truly Scrumptious, which is, let's say, way back then. And it'd be interesting to see just what they're up to now. It'd be really nice to find out. So I'm going to include that bit towards the end of the video. And I'm finding it's really, really difficult to film outside when you're trying to take photographs. And I know a lot of the other YouTubers, some of them do and some of them don't. And I find it, especially in London, quite difficult. But I've got a plan for a photo shoot coming up soon, which takes me into the nice woodlands and some hills. So hopefully I'll be able to video that properly. But this one, it's got little clips of me just showing you where I'm photographing. Anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Hi and welcome back. I'm just going on to a place called City Island to take a shot of a view that I really like, but it might not make a very good photograph. So I've been here before, did some colour shots a couple of months back, and I'll show you those now. And I thought I'd come back with a black and white film with my Rollei Retro S. We're by the English National Ballet. There you go. Okay, I finally found somewhere that's actually still and not got lots of horrible wind. I mean, it's been almost impossible to film. So what I want to show you where I was heading for, I'll show you in a few seconds. So it'll just be like a cutaway of where it is, because I think the wind will be too windy around there when I go around the corner, and I'll do a reveal. The thing is, it doesn't make the most interesting photograph, and you need a 28mm lens to shoot it. So anyway, we'll go and have a look, and I'll do the big reveal. If you already worked out where I am, please let me know. Okay, so we're going to pan around and we'll show you. Now, I can never remember what it's called. Is it called the O2 Arena? O2 Arena now? What's called the Millennium Dome when it was built. Anyway, and the problem is I don't think I'll be able to get a good shot of it because the light is directly behind it. I'm going to give it a go anyway and see what I can get, and I'll show you as we speak. Okay, so I've moved back over to the South Bank, and I'm in Greenland Dock, and about 30 years ago, I took a photograph here of two brothers sitting just there, and it took me ages to find out where this was. I remember it being next to a Tesco's. I remember it being next to a shopping centre, because we actually did some shots in the shopping centre. And then we come here, and it suddenly dawned on me, well, it must be somewhere near Bermondsey. So, because that was where they lived, and their boys' names are Danny and Joe, and I did a photo shoot with them, and I'd love to know what happened to them. They're obviously in their 30s now, and in their mid 30s. So yeah, I'd love to know what happened to them. But one of my all-time favourite photographs I took of a child was of Joe, and he just sat here on these steps. And I actually lost the original negative. Long story, I could go into that at some point and explain what happened. And I made a copy of the actual print, and that's what I've got left. And I think I've got a copy of it still digitized somewhere, so I'll show you that now. Okay, so I thought I'd take a closer look at some of these shots, or I'll go through the ones I took when I was in London, and they using the 510 Pyro. Now, I've never used the developer before. I don't really know much about it. and someone recommended it to me, and I managed to get some on eBay, which is really cool. Creates some really, really striking images. I mean, the light was really bright on this one, and the contrast is obviously really high. Even for a 400 ISO film, the grain is really, really quite tight on this, and I know the grain on the Rollei Retro S isn't normally quite this tight. So from what I understand, and please tell me, because as I say, I don't know much about this developer, it really does prevent the grain being as bad. So that's what I understand, but I don't know, because I literally haven't had a chance to really dig deep into about this developer. But I think I'm going to like this a lot, and I need to try a few more films first as well. And again, same building, just different shots, different kind of, almost trying to be a bit more abstract with it. And this one, this is quite soft, but this is all in shade. So where I was, the sun was behind this building here, so that's why you've got this softness on the English National Ballet building. Again, another one of the other tower blocks, and I don't know if this one, yeah, this one, I don't know what I did with the focus. It may have been focused badly when I did the shot with a macro lens when I was copying it, so I don't know. I need to recheck that one. But you've already seen, you should have already seen these in colour, because I've had some colour photographs I did of this some months ago, and you'll be able to see them to get some sort of comparison. And here we're walking towards the O2 Arena, or where you can see it from the North Bank, and I saw this sign. Now the joke of it is, the water wasn't deep at all. The tide was out, and all this was empty. So, and yeah, I mean, when I look at it on the screen now, the grain is really, really tight. I mean, normally when you zoom in that much on something like Retro S, you can really see the golf ball grains. So that's really cool. And this is the one, I think it was about 2-3 stops overexposed, but you've still got a nice shot. I think you'd really struggle to get, I don't like this shot, but I think you'd really struggle to get a good shot here of the Millennium Dome. So this shot is about at least 2 stops overexposed, and it still managed to retain some detail as well, which is quite good. And yeah, I kind of like this. I've never really got a good shot from here at all of the O2 Arena, so I honestly don't know. Has anyone got a good shot of this they could show me? And again, looking across to the cable car, this was taken with my 135 lens. So it was quite a distance away. So, and you don't have that real sharpness you have like a 50mm lens, but it's not bad at all. It's actually not bad. And I took a shot of the boats that were just docked up here. Again, really nice, like the contrast. Great shot, you know. And the reason I took this is I have relations called Mathers, and I saw the sign and I thought I'd get a shot of that. Again, this is my 135 lens. I basically took my 50mm, and then I put my 28mm, and then I went into 135 lens, and I actually took more, it seems, to my 135 lens. And again, the Crane's 135 lens, zoom in a bit, you can see the grain, but it's not overly aggressive. I mean, this is really zoomed in. I've done a couple of the Crane, and this one, yeah, I don't know what I did here. Must have got the focusing wrong. And the last shot I've got is when I was back at St Pancras on the way home, waiting to get a shot of the clock, and you can see, yeah, that's not bad. That's 135 lens, and that's with my, I think it was a 60th of a second at 3.5, that was. So it's not too bad. Anyway, I hope you like this. I hope you like my little trip out. Sorry I didn't do much videoing when I was out. It was just so windy and so cold, but I'll be doing more as I go along. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.